Well, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Larry Kilbane, the Blockwatch captain for the Rockwood Road Blockwatch Group. We've been active probably about 3.5, 4 years now, and the benefits that we've received from the Blockwatch Group are numerous. The first being that we have a strong sense of security and peacefulness, that our neighborhood is free from crime and drugs. We're just going to be gathering together to share good times, and also on the same hand send a strong message to the criminals that their criminal activities will not be tolerated and are not wanted in our neighborhood.
And other than preventing crime, how does this benefit the community?
Well, it increases the community-police relationship because we act as the eyes and the ears for the police, who at times are not available to answer a call if it should come in. And what we do is, if we see anything suspicious happen in the neighborhood, we're instructed to either call 911 if we think it's an absolute emergency, or just dial a regular police number and state what is happening and as much detailed information as we can get as far as description of the perpetrator, license number, make and model, color of car, etc.
Since you started the Blockwatch program, have you noticed a difference?
Yes, in fact, my wife was very beneficial in getting me to get involved with the Blockwatch, because we had 2 attempted break-ins here in the neighborhood, one two doors away from me on this side of the street, and one directly across the street from me. And the Garfield Heights Police set up a crime workshop at the senior center, and I attended the meeting and listened to Lieutenant DeMarco, who was a sergeant at the time, explain about neighborhood block watches. And after the meeting, I contacted him and stated that I was interested in starting a block watch. And like I say, just having the signs up has been proven to reduce crime rate by 50%. And what we have really noticed a lot since we became organized is that we have the frequent appearance of police cars.
The old values of the neighbors get together. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, what we'd like to do is we'd like to establish in the neighborhoods the way things used to be, where people would, at night, they would turn on their porch lights and the neighbors would come over and they would talk, you know, about things that had happened during the day, or even, you know, upcoming plans for their weekends, or, you know, just anything that they cared to talk about. But just the main principle was that they were bonding together, that they were keeping in touch with each other, and the fact that they worked, you know, during the day, that they didn't let their careers get to the point where they'd forget about the people next door, or the people next door wouldn't forget about them. What we're asking the residents of Garfield Heights to do on August 4th, between the hours of 8 and 10 p.m., is to turn on their porch lights, lock their front doors, get out on their porch, yard, whatever, and get to know your neighbors, to restore the peacefulness to your neighborhoods, and also to send a message to the criminals that they aren't appreciated or wanted in our neighborhoods.
It brings it together. It makes people aware of who their neighbors are, that there are real-life people that live right next door to them, that they have the same concerns, the same cares that everyone else has. And basically what it comes down to, when you buy a home in Garfield Heights, you want a nice, safe, quiet neighborhood. You depend upon good quality service from the city and quality school systems. So this becomes a focal point to solidify the neighbors and bring people together in a very positive fashion. And it's a growing phenomenon. We are beginning to see more and more neighborhoods put their lights on for just an hour or two, and just like they're doing here on Rockwood. And hopefully, as time goes by with more publicity that comes out over the television networks, this is really a nationwide event. And we're beginning to see it take root here in Garfield Heights. And as time goes by, I expect to see every street participate in some form or another with their lights on one night a year. I believe there's 14 block watches in Garfield Heights. We initiated the programs, and we helped organize the different groups. And anyone out there that wants to start a block watch where the neighbors get together and look out after each other, just contact either my office or the Garfield Heights Police Department, and Lieutenant DeMarco will meet with you and take you through the steps on how to do this. Well, I'd like to encourage people to get a hold of our police department, or better yet, to contact people like Larry Kilbane, who's a block watch captain, and get active in your area with forming a block watch. This is one way in which the city officials keep on their toes, the police department responds, and everyone else becomes knowledgeable about what's happening in our community. It's a very simple method, it's very direct, and it brings communities together. It is such a positive event.